I'm going to show you exactly how I made $71,000 on Palantir. There are a lot of people saying that Palantir is a great stock, but I'm going to show you how to make real money on it in this video.
What's going on, guys? In this video, I'm going to be covering Palantir, some news that is out there on the stock, some technical analysis, some fundamental analysis. I'm gonna go over my position right here, and I'm gonna show you how I've been printing money on Palantir. I'm gonna show you the facts because I'm not one of these YouTubers that's just gonna talk. I'm gonna show, all right? I'm gonna show you how to actually print money with the wheel strategy on Palantir. Because look, selling options on Palantir has literally been easy money. I'm not just saying that, it's literally easy money. Just look at the stock, okay? Over the past month, this stock is up 14.87%. So look, if you've been selling put options to enter the stock, bad news, you haven't been assigned. That's kind of crazy, right? You have not been assigned. That means you've been collecting a lot of income. If you have shares, which you should, I've been covering Palantir for years. If you have shares, you're also selling covered calls. With covered calls, I've also been printing money. However, the challenge is as Palantir keeps going up, you have to roll up your call. You have to roll it up. The reason you have to roll it up is because you will lose your shares, and we don't really want to lose shares of Palantir. Now, look, I'm going to show you a whole lot. So let's go into Yahoo Finance. I'm going to show you the technical charts on Palantir. And by the way, the CEO, brilliant. The innovation on Palantir, amazing. All right. Everything about Palantir, I stand behind. Innovation, AI, the trend, the company's fundamentals. Let me just start off with one thing at a time. I'm getting a little bit too excited. All right. Let's start off with my portfolio, where I'm at. All right. $3.2 million. I'm on the road to $4 million. Things are going phenomenally. Everything's on track. Let's go into my Palantir position. It's still the same Palantir position that I've had for a long time now. Not much has changed. I have 5,000 shares. I'm looking to acquire, guys. The problem is I'm not able to acquire because the stock keeps going up. This is a little bit of a problem myself because I wish I would buy shares, but as an option seller, as someone who's been trading options for a decade, I prefer and I have a bias towards selling options because it's profitable. But although it's profitable, it has been slightly underperforming on Palantir. The best strategy on Palantir has just been buying stock and holding on to stock and hodling it, literally hodling it, like hodling it all night and all day. That's what's been working for Palantir. However, option selling also works. And I do suspect that once volatility kind of relaxes and chillaxes a bit, right? Because we have a lot of volatility right now. If you look at Palantir in the past 3 months, this stock is up 47%. So having just stock has proven to be the best, which I also do have in my other portfolio. In this portfolio, I have 5,000 shares. I have sold some put options, which have done phenomenally well. I sold some more put options at 32. I've recently opened up this position in Discord. This is the 32 strike price. This is for September 20th expiration. Guys, you should be selling puts for all expirations, literally all. September, October, November, December, January. I'll explain that in just a moment. But look, I'm selling puts, 23 put, 32 put, 26 put, okay? And then I also have covered calls, which is not super ideal when a stock is rising a lot. I'm not gonna pretend that I know how much is gonna rise. I think there's gonna be a $50 stock in 2025, in the next 12 to 18 months, okay? If I had to put a time frame on it. Folks, just take a look at the facts. Just hold on, let's take a look at the fundamentals real quick. Let's go to statistics. Okay, I'm going to show you that the market cap $78 billion. All right, we're approaching 100 billion. I think we'll cross 100 billion in 2025. Okay, we have a PEG ratio. All right, I'm going to teach you a little bit about fundamentals here. All right, PEG ratio 1.8. All right, 1.8. That is pretty low. Okay, you can do some comparison to other stocks, Tesla, etc. 1.8 is pretty good. Price to sales 33. That's a little bit on the high end, but all of these metrics are high because they're growing fast. Expensive today in terms of valuation, could look expensive today, is not expensive tomorrow. It's not, because as this company grows, as it doubles revenue, as it gains more government contracts, it's pretty clear that they're going to do that. They have wild connections. They have great brand. And once Palantir gets their software in a company, they just can't get away because the cost is too high, okay? Palantir is very smart. Palantir is genius. Once they get in with their software, it's kind of game over because getting in costs money, relationship management, very strong. Once they get in, the switch cost is very high, okay? Imagine implementing a software for multiple months into your organization under a contract, which is, some of their contracts are 100 million, right? Multiple 8 figures, maybe 9 figures, all right? Imagine you spend all that money and then in 5 years, you're like, I want to try again. That's not going to happen, right? Once you make a decision, you're kind of locked in, which is hard to do as an individual. I would not want to do that. But as a corporation, once you make that decision, you're a lifer. You're a Palantirian, as Alex Carr put it, right? In his recent video, he's like, I'm a Palantirian. Or he said to Palantirians, all his innovation, he was hiking, right? So once you're a Palantirian, you're a Palantirian. So these metrics that I'm looking at are cake. They look high. Forward PE ratio 83. Guess what? I'm willing to bet that in a year, it'll be 40. In another year, it might be 25. In another year, it might be 15. All of a sudden, Palantir in a few years can be cheaper. Of course, if the stock stays the same and it doesn't grow in value, it can be cheaper on a PE ratio than the S&P 500, which would be very weird. Why would a company growing fast be cheaper than the S&P 500? It wouldn't. That's why the PE ratio is going to adjust, because the price is going to go up. The price will go up to adjust for growth. So looking at just some of these metrics, the profit margin, guys, Palantir is a service-based business in many ways because they have lots of employees, and those employees are going on, side, they're implementing, they're consulting their service. So they're not exactly SaaS. By the way, SaaS companies go for very big multiples because SaaS businesses have high profit margins. I would consider Palantir fairly high profit margin, okay? If you look at Amazon, 3%. Very low, right? If you look at Palantir, we're at 16%. So things are looking pretty good. This company has obviously entered into the S&P 500. So yeah, things are looking really good. I'm very proud of myself because I try not to chase attention as much. I try to actually give stocks and options that actually get results, because that's what I believe is the best for my brand and best for my reputation. That's all I got, guys. I got brand and reputation. I'm trying to do the best job here to grow our community and to make everyone money. That's my goal. That's my mission. That's my purpose. I don't really need more money. What I want is more impact. I just love having impact. It really helps me drive. Anyways, without rambling, the cash here is $4 billion. The total debt, $258 million. This is very rare, guys. Very rare to see a company have a lot of cash. This is Apple level quality, almost Apple level quality. So going back to my portfolio, all right, I have some covered calls. Now I was smart enough, okay, to not sell covered calls on my entire position. So I sold 23 covered calls. I have 5,000 shares. So here's what I'm actively going to be doing. Here's my trades. Here's my opinion on what you should be doing, right? Not a financial advisor, but here's the trades I'd make, all right? Go to sell puts, okay? And then I would go for multiple expiration dates. Let's talk about which one's the best, all right? So best is actually all of them. October 18th, you can sell 32 puts. This right here is a 2% return in 35 days. If 2%'s not exciting for you per month, consistently, 12 months out of a year, you either got a wrong mindset or you're broke and 2% isn't much for you. I'm sorry. I'm just telling you the truth. All right. If you have 100K and you can make $2,000 a month consistently, obviously I do want to aim for 3 or 4%. That's what I'm aiming for in my community. I've been able to do that most months. In fact, let me just take a look at what my last month has been. Again, I'm going for low volatility. I'm at 6.39% for the last month. This is no BS. This is not in spec tool, guys. This is not in spec tool. This is live. This is my portfolio. I have a couple portfolios, and this is what I'm trading in my Discord community. Every time I make a trade, I'm placing it live. Okay. We've done very well. Okay. We've done very well. I know these numbers sound big or look big to basically everyone, but listen, just take a zero out of here. If I had 300K, okay, I would make $19,000 in a year. Not in a year, in a month. That's the same thing, guys. Don't look at my portfolio as big as unachievable. It's absolutely achievable for you. You have to start somewhere. I started with $2,000. That's what I started with. Back in college, I was like 19. All right, this is 10 years ago, right? I had the chance to work on Wall Street. I've worked at Goldman Sachs, hedge funds, got a degree in finance analytics and economics. Doesn't really matter. What matters is, I think this is super achievable for anybody, whatever your starting point is, okay? Use Palantir. Use it and exploit it, okay? I read this book, Algorithms to Live By. Good book. You don't have to read it. I'll give you the summary. Explore, exploit, okay? You want to find an opportunity and you want to spend some time looking for an opportunity, okay? This might be a little bit controversial, but if you're looking for the perfect spouse, let's say you're a man looking for your wife, you probably don't want to settle down with the first woman because you don't even know what other woman would be like, okay? I know there's exceptions and I'm a man of faith. I mean, I would love to meet the first woman and just get married, but you kind of see what my example is going. You don't want to settle on the first thing or the first person or the first activity or the first opportunity that you spot. You want to have enough experience to explore enough and then to settle on one strategy or one person or one activity, right? Or one restaurant in your city, whatever it is. And for me, Palantir is that. I've been covering it since IPO, guys. I've been covering this stock since IPO. There's no BS. You can look through the channel. I'm the first one to cover it ever since IPO. Okay. When I started my career on YouTube, if you call it a career. Okay. Palantir is one of the easiest stocks to make money because of the innovation, because of leadership, and because the options are very profitable. Okay. So I'm going to go back into Palantir. By the way, if you appreciate my candidness, my authenticity, I try to be as authentic as possible and show you guys all the facts. I'd appreciate if you subscribe. It would mean the world to me. So let me go back to Palantir. I showed you October. Let me show you what November looks like. This is so simple. You don't have to buy a course. You don't have to do anything. You don't have to pay for anything. Everything is free. Look, go to December, I would go for 30. This is a 5% return, 5%. Literally, beautiful return. Now, when you look at max loss, guys, it says $2,800. You might be, oh my goodness, that's a lot. Listen, you'll never lose the full amount on a sell put. It's impossible. It's possible, but impossible. Let me explain. The stock has to go to zero for you to lose that amount. Is Palantir going to zero? No, it's not going to zero. Is it going to $10? No, probably not. Is it going to 20? Probably not. Is it going to 30? Maybe. If it goes to 30 though, the chances looking at the delta are 0.23. So there's a 23% chance that Palantir will grow 30, but would you be happy to buy it at 30? I hope that you're nodding your head yes, because that would be a good deal. So I'm showing you how to get paid to enter Palantir because this strategy is so simple. Selling puts is, I only have 3 strategies, guys. I have multiple. I cover multiple on this channel for education purposes. In my community, I keep it so simple. I'm looking for someone who just wants consistent, safe, passive income, someone who wants to reach retirement. That's my ideal student. My ideal student is a person who has a 9-to-5 job, who wants a strong secondary source of income. Maybe they're in software engineering. Maybe they're in corporate America. That person who just dedicates 30 minutes to an hour a week, just selling puts, covered calls, and running the wheel strategy, money. It's easy. It's really easy. Basically what I do, that's what I focus on, is the consistent approach, because I guess it's a little bit selfish, but I have a lot of people obviously reaching out to work with me, and I have limited time and I can only help so many people. So I prefer to find a person that's going to be successful because it's easy, it makes my life easier and I get a good result. And that makes me happy, right? So I'm after results. I can't help everyone. I am very niche and I try to focus on people that I think have the mindset and are gonna take action. So selling puts, covered calls, that's all you need to do. All right. So you don't look at this max loss and treat it as you're tying up 3K or almost 3K to make 150, which is about a 5% return for December 20th. And then you'll have to buy Palantir at $30 per share, which is a good deal. Is a very good deal in my opinion. Now, would I also sell put options for January? The answer is yes, I would. So selling options 1 month, 2 months, or 3 months, very good because options have a big decay as they approach expiration. So if you look at a 3-month option or a 4-month option, they still have really good decay. They have very good decay for the most part. They're not decaying as fast as a 1-week option, but hey, you can still make a lot of money. So if you look at the 30 strike here for Palantir, you can collect $177 for January passively, easily. You just click a button, you sell a put, you get paid $177. You just go about your business, your corporate job, your family, and you just add more money. And you just continuously sell puts till you get in. Once you do get in, you do covered calls and run the wheel. That's the 3 strategies I cover, guys. That's 90% of my content. Maybe not 90, I don't know. But you see what I mean? Palantir, top tier stock. And I want to go over the technical analysis a little bit. I think it's important to understand when to get into Palantir, although I would argue that 30 is huge support, massive support, because we got a huge bounce off of 30, a huge bounce. There was so much buying action here. If I scroll in, you can see that the volume was very high and we just jumped from 30 to 34.60. All right. So I'm saying that the new support level for Palantir will be $30 per share. Hope you guys appreciated this analysis and I'll catch you guys in the next video. Make sure that you are subscribed and I'll see you guys soon.